is Katera. I am the co-founder of Carolina Black Book, and we're excited about today's guest, Ebeny. We're going to get into some more information about her in a few minutes, but we just want to thank you guys for tuning in to our very first Carolina Black Book chat. Maybe, I don't know. We haven't come up with a name yet. So you guys got to let us know. Give us some ideas in the comment section for a name. But yes, my name is Katera. I'm going to pass the torch over to my co-founder.
Yes, I am the other co-founder. My name is Karima. Very excited to be kicking this off, our first one, and we'll see where we go from here. And even more excited to have Ebeny with us. So I'll go ahead and kick it over to her, and she can introduce herself, tell us a little bit more about herself and her awesome business.
Thank you. All right. So, hey guys, I am Ebeny Bland. As they have already stated, I am a licensed massage therapist and educator and a candle maker here within the Charleston area. If you know me or if you don't know me, I am what they would call a jack of all trades. So although I only named 3 things, there's a lot of branches that stems from those 3 areas. So I'm always busy. I'm always doing something, and I just love keeping it fun. And I just enjoy being a full-time entrepreneur, even during the rough days.
Look, girl, look. Highs and lows, but at the end of the day, it's always,
yes, I love it.
And that's what really what it's all about, doing what you love. So just thinking about that, you want to tell us a little bit more about how you got started. We read a little bit, about your bio on your website. Such a remarkable story. So if you wouldn't mind, just telling us a little bit more about how you got started and, really kind of where the business, initially started.
Okay, awesome. So as I just stated, I am a licensed massage therapist. And back in February of 2018, I endured a neck injury while massaging. I wasn't doing a deep tissue. I wasn't doing anything horrendous. I was literally just doing a relaxation prenatal massage, and I just happened to reach my arm too fast, and I herniated 2 discs within my right side. So during that time, I pretty much was banned from massaging for a nice 3 to 4 months, and I was told that it was a possibility that I would not be able to continue on within that career field. Keep in mind, I was just starting out, so it's not something that I was looking to give up. I was only 24, 23 at the time. So every night I would light a candle, I would play music, and I would take an Epsom salt bath. And it literally kept me in a positive mind space. Not once did I get super depressed or I allowed depression to take over, even though I knew that my world could have shifted at any moment. And once I was able to come out of that, massage therapy did become like one of my best medicines. And it is actually what got me back into the field. And I also took that time to just be realistic with myself and say, hey, in case you cannot massage anymore, what are you going to do? Because I love educating and teaching about the importance of self-care and peace and what peace looks like. So that's kind of where Escape Haven and Company was birthed out of. Of course, everybody loves candles, so that's just a plus in itself. But I wanted to be very creative with my candles. I wanted to name them after the fruits of the spirit, so that each candle did include a message. I have one here, actually. So my mom she's a very big encourager. I always tell people if they think I'm nice, I'm not compared to her. She's like a legit angel. But she's a huge encourager. And I asked her, I was like, Mom, if I give you some words, can you give me a message that would encourage the world? So attached to every candle, we have an encouraging message for you, like during your rough days, so that when you light your candle, it's not just because it smells good, but it gives you a sense of peace and relaxation. And that's really like the foundation of Escape Haven and Company. Yeah.
Nice. Look, I love all of that. Look, sounds like more of what we could all benefit from. Love the story, love the message, and I love the fact that you were able to, even tie in your mom into all of that. So, that family feel too.
Definitely family business, air, space, yeah. Definitely.
Great.
Go ahead.
So I was going to say, April is actually Stress Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to know, are there any specific types of massages that you would recommend that are best for like stress relief?
So if you know me, it's very hard for me to say just one massage. I am all about customizing massages based on the individual. Of course, there are some of us who loves to get our knots rubbed out, and we love for people to stick their knees in our backs because we call it good pain. I'm that person. I love the intense twist me, yank me. I don't care. I love it. But then you have other individuals who are like, no, I don't want to feel any discomfort. I want just simple relaxation. So with all of our services, I really take time to do a thorough assessment to find out what it is that they like, what it is that their body feels. And I try to find a middle ground. Even if I know one path may be better for them, I try to meet them with their area of comfort. So for some people, that would be a standard relaxation, what is known as a Swedish massage. That's just like a relaxation, no deep pressure, just nice effleurage, nice long strokes. But for my other people like me who likes more of the intense, getting in the nitty gritty, those individuals may actually prefer more of a deep tissue massage so they could feel what they deem as you're actually working me out. We also have, which is a service that's just about everywhere, a service called the hot stone massage. So if you're an individual who loves heat and pads and heat therapies, the combination of the warm stones and the hands-on is just out of this world. Typically, anybody who starts with that, they don't want to get anything else, honestly.
Look, note to self. I
Right.
will remember that one.
So basically, it's not a one size fits all. It's
Absolutely not, because everybody's body is different. So that's why I'm very strict on people finding a great therapist who understands that.
Got it.
Because my industry, we are very weird. We are very stubborn people. And there's a lot of us who are so stuck in our ways where it's like, I'm going to fix you, but I'm going to fix you my way. And a lot of us don't really care what the individual says because in our minds, we're just the fixers. So I always tell people, find somebody who actually cares about your opinion, so they can reach you where you're at, because we should not be treating everybody like they are the same, because they're not.
Right. Yeah, I think the last massage I had, it hurt. I was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But I thought, maybe that's just how I don't get massages often. So I was like, well, maybe that's just like how it's supposed to feel and my body's not used to it. But now with you saying that, I'm like, oh, okay. So I can say, hey, I don't want it to be like too intense,
It's your session. A lot of people say, I don't want to hurt your feelings. It's your session. Whatever you want, you tell us and we should be able to adjust.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm all about the relaxation, but I do know that there have been times where, depending on how I'm feeling, I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to have to endure a little bit of pain to get some comfort. So I've been on both sides where it's like, okay, I understand what needs to happen now so that I can feel better later. Then there are other times I'm like, you know what, I just want to relax the whole time.
It definitely varies by the week. It definitely does. Sometimes your body may be extremely sore where you need a deep tissue, but it's not best that you get one. And those are for people who injure themselves. You cannot come the next day and ask me to make it worse, because deep tissue would not be best for you. So that's why I really advocate about getting massages on a regular basis, because once you do that, when you get it, it shouldn't be so intense. Your body should become so regulated with it that we should be able to see improvement every single time you come. Not have to start over, but see improvement within your body through every visit.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It does.
So to piggyback off of that question, are there certain scents as far as the candles that you make that you have found are better for stress relief as well?
Yes. So my candle, which is called Goodness, is a blend of eucalyptus and spearmint. And as you know, a lot of people just loves that combination. So if you are a person who deals with sinus or being clogged up, or even headaches, that's just a great go-to. typically my exclusive line, which means anything that involves the fruits of the spirit, all of those scents are within the therapeutic category, except for joy, which is like a pineapple cilantro, but people just like the fruity scents. But we have Indian sandalwood. White tea is a very calming but clean scent. So they help with the moods as well. And using those with the combination of essential oils are always a plus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love candles so much. So.
Look, and with just everything that you have described, I'm like, I think like I need this whole collection. I mean, like this is great.
I always include it in my massages. It's a must. It's a must.
So do you light the candle during the massage, or if you get a massage, they actually get to take one home, or how does that work?
So I light my candles throughout my spa. So you're getting the spa experience, but then you're also receiving the aroma of it. Of course, with COVID, a lot of changes has happened. So now we have to walk around wearing masks. So, but a lot of people, they still smell it through the mask. But that's probably like the only change. But yeah, that's honestly, and I know it's not about money, but that's typically how I sell my candles, because they're lit through the course of the experience, and it makes you want to take some of that experience home with you.
Got it. Yeah.
And I guess just thinking about, stress and managing stress, and thinking about April being, Stress Awareness Month. Do you have any tips that you want to share around like either how you manage stress or how to incorporate, stress management, maybe routine or something, or how to leverage massage therapy for that?
Yes. So anytime I'm asked any questions concerning stress relief, even though I'm a massage therapist, I cannot just simply advocate for massages, because it's so much more than that. As a therapist, I've seen so many people come out of sessions crying and just literally releasing, because it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't had quiet time to myself in months. I haven't had anybody interrupting me for an hour in months. So I say that because you can create those spaces for yourself at home. You can do that in your car. Sometimes, even if you don't know where you're going, sometimes you may need to just take a drive and just drown everything out of your ears to just say, okay, this is my time. And 15 minutes a day of your time can literally change your life. Like, it really can. So I always tell people, don't feel like you have to spend money to have that stress relieving time, or really know how to manage your stress. You don't have to. Of course, it's a plus. I love spa days. I love getting facials. I love getting massages. I love it all. If I could do it every day, I probably would. However, just being transparent, I did go through the last few months of just feeling sad and out of it. And I couldn't even tell you why. Just wanting to cry and depressed, and just, I could not tell you why. And I wasn't able to really know that was going on mentally until it was quiet. So a lot of times we work and we go and we think we good because nothing is lacking. But when you're forced to actually be quiet and sit still, everything starts coming back. And it's like, oh, so it's really a time to really evaluate your mental stability and find out what is necessary for you. For some, that may be talking to a therapist. For some, that may be writing. For some, that may be driving. For some, that may be playing music. So I just encourage any person to find your niche. Typically, you already know. If I ask you to tell me what's something that you just enjoy doing, even if it sounds strange to everybody else, and whatever that is, you need to make sure that you're making either time once a week. If you need it once a week, do it once a week. If you need it once a month and you're good, do it once a month. But whatever works for you, do it for you and put it on your schedule. Make it mandatory, the same way we make going to work mandatory. Getting gas is mandatory. So make your time, I don't care if it's 30 minutes, make that time for yourself mandatory, and you won't feel like you have to cram it in to your busy schedule. You should be moving your schedule around your personal time.
Yeah, so that's really good.
Mouthful, but I'm very passionate about that.
I like that a lot. You know,
Yeah.
put it in the schedule like we do everything else. That makes a lot of sense, because sometimes, you know, if it's not in the calendar or if it's not written down, it's not going to happen, period. You know, so.
Especially us women, because we
Yeah.
love taking care of everybody and everything else. And we be like, I'll get to me. And sometimes that I'll get to me never comes. And then you wonder why now you're sick. So I hate seeing that we have to get sick to settle down. That should not be normal.
So look, you heard it here first. Prioritize your self-care.
Please do. Please do. Of course, I'll be happy to assist with that, but please.
Right.
I just tweeted today. I was like, as soon as I get my second vaccine shot, I am getting a facial. I'm getting a massage. I'm getting a mani-pedi. Maybe all in the same day. Maybe.
Hey, that's the way to go. That's what I do. Make sure you just can knock yourself out afterwards. Don't do anything else.
Look, block everything out. Don't do anything else. Just take care of yourself that day, and look, get to everything else another day.
There's an artist, another artist here in Columbia. Her name is Tiffany J. She's actually on Carolina Black Book as well. And she started getting like massages on the days of her shows. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a great idea. Because show day can be like super stressful. And I think that was like a really good idea to just have something to kind of give you that zen before the show where you can just relax. I was like, girl, I'm about to start doing that too. So
I tell people massages are so much more than birthday gifts. It is. I know a lot of people don't consider massages until, well, it's my birthday, so now I have to get one. And it's very hard to actually, it's not hard, but you know, like in other industries like makeup, there's a before and after. When it comes to your hair, there's a before and after. When it comes to facial, I can show you a before and after. I can't necessarily do that with massages. It's you can do videos, but you just have to experience it to really know what change it does in your body. And a lot of times we say massages, but we forget that the latter part of that word is therapy. So we look at it more like, oh, it's just relaxation. But I'm like, no, it's actually therapy. So we see people that's just coming out of surgery. We see people that deals with blood clots. We see people that deals with migraines and headaches and joint issues. So it is a pain relieving tool. And a lot of times when we're stressed out, stress overtakes our bodies and it targets those specific areas that starts causing your body to go down. And if you're not doing any treatment, if you're not taking Epsom salt baths at home, there's no heat therapy involved, you can really cause your body to just go downhill. So if you do injure yourself, now it's 10 times worse than what it should be. So I just always like to teach and educate the importance of giving a massage. So I've gotten to a point now, I don't really hurt myself in saying that. I let my clients talk. So like my reviews went from this to tell the people what happened. How did you come in here and how did you leave? And how long does your massage keep you? Because you have to hear it to really understand it, but you still won't really get it until you experience it.
So how long do you suggest, like between massages, like once a month, once a week? Is it just kind of like, is there a rule of thumb for that, or?
Once a month is the norm. Now you do have other individuals who may have more serious things going on, and I may have to see them once every 2 weeks, but it doesn't stay like that. If you are going to somebody who knows what they are doing, and they're okay with sending you elsewhere, if they're not seeing the progress, I should not have to see you every week. I mean, it sounds that's leisure, but I should not have to see you every week, and I should not have to see you every 2 weeks unless you're just doing something to aggravate what we're trying to do in the treatment plan. But yes, once a month is typically the safety net of like anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks.
Got it.
Pretty good, yeah.
So moving on to the next question, what is your self-care routine, and how do you create a place of peace at home?
My self-care routines depends on the month. It's not the same. Sometimes I'm okay with just getting a massage and taking a day off. And then other times I have to take 3 days off and not answer any emails and go somewhere, somewhere that's not home, somewhere that's not familiar, and just escape. So for me, escaping, and I don't mean that in like a depressing way, but when I say escape from the typical responsibilities. And I think that's why it's so important to build a team, even through entrepreneurship. Build a team, because you are still going to need those times for yourself. And when you need those times, it's better to have other people in place so that your business does not have to shut down in all aspects. But yeah, that's something I do for myself. I've also found it very helpful to sometimes just get up early in the morning and write my thoughts out, and play music, because that soothes my mental. And also prayer. I'm a Christian. I have a Christian-based business, and that's something that I'm not ashamed to share. So I'm like, you can do all of these, but you need to fit God in there. You need to. Mm-hmm. Without that, you would just be going and going and going, and you may be getting some help, but it's not the icing on the cake. So I'm very cautious of making sure I continue to spend my time with God and really operate in how he leads me. And if he tells me to go sit my butt down, okay, I need to go sit my butt down and rest. And that's okay. Nobody has to understand that, but that's okay.
So the last question that we have for you is, what advice would you give someone who is an aspiring massage therapist or interested in opening their own spa?
Okay, for someone who is an aspiring massage therapist, make sure that when you are going in a field that you truly do have a heart for people, because that's going to be one of the most important factors through the industry. And be okay with learning and being educated and allowing other experienced therapists to teach you, because even though you go through school school for me wasn't hard, but even though you go through school, you still don't have it all. And there are some issues that you will encounter that people deal with within their bodies that you won't learn in school. So don't feel like you have to be perfect, okay? With experience, you'll learn, and be okay to say, I don't know how to fix that, and I'll get back to you when I can. And be okay with referring other people, referring clients to experts in certain industries or certain parts of sorry, a notification came up. Be okay with referring your clients to other therapists if you are unable to help them. It's also important to have a game plan in place. You want to build a level of, what do you call it? You want to be confident in your skill set. And you want to be able to tell your client what is best for them. Because keep in mind that they're coming to you. So if you don't know, let them know that you'll get back to them. Do the research that you need to do. Take the other classes that you need to take, so that within the field, you can keep becoming better and better and better and better. Because I don't necessarily believe that this therapist is better than this therapist, but I do believe that this therapist takes a little bit more time in understanding my body, more so than the next therapist does. So make sure that you're in the first part of that category, because that is what's going to make you stand out. I'm small, I'm petite, but it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do it. I see all clients, bodybuilders, small, I don't care. You are capable of doing it as long as you are willing to be trained and taught and take criticism. And another thing I did, when I was a student, I would go massage experts or people who were in the industry for years, and I allowed them to critique me and tell me what I needed to change and what I needed to adjust. And those people still come to me, even though they have 20 years above my head. So just be open to learning. As far as what would I tell somebody who's interested in opening a spa, be a client first. I think that it is so important to visit other places, visit a franchise, visit luxury spas, visit resorts, visit different types of spa so you can really get a feel on what it is that you enjoy from those experiences so that you know what it is that you want to share once you open that spa. Keep in mind that when you are open a spa, having multiple services does mean multiple expenses. So if you want to have all these different services, keep your mind in account of, well, what all does it take to just do that one service? And just be smart about it. Don't know your target audience. That's like the best thing I can tell you. Know your target audience and do not downplay yourself, because we are giving people an experience. It is a humbling experience. So if you want to be fancy, I feel like I'm fancy. And I know people enjoy my spa now, but it's not even half of what I want to give off. But every day I'm working my way to that point. So do not be afraid to start small. Do not be afraid to start in a suite and think that you cannot give a luxury experience, because you can. But yeah, there's a lot of things that goes within the spa industry. So be cautious of your location. Make sure that where you do want to have the spa is an area where people are going to want to come, and market the mess out of it. Flyers do not work for spas. It's just words. A lot of people that come to spas are first timers, so they don't know what a facial is. They don't know what exfoliation is. They don't know what that is. So find creative ways to market what it is that you want to share, and find creative ways to express the experience that you want people to get when they do come to you. And once you do that, your doors will be open and people will continue coming. And word of mouth is the best marketing tool that you can have. So reward your clients when they come and when they do that for you.
That was a lot of advice. So I hope y'all were listening out there. If y'all are interested, she gave some really great advice. Sounds like you might need to be a motivational speaker too, if you're not already.
That was not on my tree.
She said she is a jack of all trades. So hey.
Well, before we go, if you could give everyone your social media and your website so that they could come book some services with you, and also your candle making classes and things like that, shout that out as well.
Yes. So I know that today was really catered to more of the day spa and the massage services. But if you do want to go to my website, it is www.escapehavenandco.com. On that site, I have everything that I do. You'll see the tab for the massage services. You'll see the candle making workshops that I host here with my team. You'll also see the private sessions for candle makers or people who are interested in starting their own business. I do mentorships for those individuals as well. And then on social media, if you follow me at Ebeny Bland, I have all of my business links attached to my bio. So if you are interested in more of the products, search Escape Haven and Company, Escape Haven and Co. If you are interested in the massages, just add Day Spa to the end of it, and it'll pop up on Facebook, Google, as well as Instagram. Yeah. Oh, and I'll just put my number out there just in case you don't remember anything I say. You can call me at 843-508-4300. Once again, that's 843-508-4300. If you have any questions about any services that you do see, I'll be happy to assist you through phone call and navigate you from there on out.
And you are located in Charleston, correct?
Yes, I am in Charleston, but our day spa and our workshop is located within the Moncks Corner area of Charleston. It may seem a little out the way, but I promise you it's worth the drive. And then if you are interested in any of the candle making classes, we do them in-house, and we also do mobile classes. So if you want us to come to you, just let me know, because that can also be accommodated.
Excellent. Well, I am definitely trying to come to a candle making class this year because I love candles so much. I burned through my candles like within a week. So
I'm gonna need you to get some soy wax candles.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. They have a longer burn time if you burn them properly, but I'll teach you about that. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Ebony is gonna help us out, okay? Like look, sounds like you have several tips to share with us, and I cannot wait to get my hands on some candles, come and get a massage, and look, all of that. I am so looking forward to coming to visit and really just look, supporting everything that you have going on. So thank you.
I appreciate you too.
Again.
Yeah, thank you both for having me and shooting it off with the first episode.
We couldn't pick a better guest. You have the spunk and the pizzazz, and like I said, you really need to consider motivational speaking. But I'm just let you sit on that for a minute.
I motivate my students behind the scenes.
She says she motivates through mentorship. There you go. That's at least look, that's where she's starting. She may not know that she might have a little bit more coming.
They're trying to speak it into the atmosphere.
We are.
Not gonna miss my blessing because of what I say.
But no, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to stop by and have this chat with Carolina Black Book. Again, we just are excited to have you. You guys make sure you follow her on Instagram. And if you're in the Charleston Moncks Corner area, be sure to check out her spa. Even if you're not, you can schedule a trip to the Charleston area to check out her spa as well. That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm in the Columbia area. So, yeah. But I
have some Columbia clients. Every blue moon I go up there.
Okay.
So I just give me a ring and I'll let you know when I'm going on that side again.
Sounds good. All right. Well, that is it. We're going to sign off, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're going to do these on a regular basis. So be looking out for the next one. We'll let you know when it is. Signing off. My name is Katera again from Carolina Black Book, and this is Karima,
other co-founder from Carolina Black Book, and we appreciate you for tuning in.